Good evening, viewers. This is Dudarshan Kendra Shillong, and we welcome you to today's edition of the news. Before heading to the details, here's a glimpse of the headlines. Former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh passes away at 92. Final journey will commence from Congress headquarters in New Delhi to the cremation ground at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. President Draupadi Murmu presents Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar to Meghalaya's Kisen Wanyang. FIR filed against one social media user, Akash Sagar, for disturbing religious peace at Maulinong Church in Meghalaya. The news in detail. Former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh has passed away at the age of 92. The country is mourning the loss of a leader who is credited with shaping India's modern economic landscape. Dr. Singh breathed his last at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in New Delhi late last night.
Dr. Manmohan Singh was admitted to AIIMS around 8 p.m. yesterday in a critical condition after a sudden loss of consciousness at his home. Despite efforts to revive him, he was declared dead at 9:51 p.m. Dr. Singh, widely regarded as the architect of India's 1991 economic reforms, was the Prime Minister of India from 2004 to 2014, leading the country through a period of significant economic growth and global recognition. Tributes have been pouring in from across the nation. President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited his residence to pay their last respects. Former President Ramnath Kovind also expressed his condolences, calling Dr. Singh an example of politeness and a champion of India's economy.
पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी के निधन ने हम सभी के हृदय को गहरी पीड़ा पहुंचाई है। उनका जाना एक राष्ट्र के रूप में भी हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ी क्षति है। विभाजन के उस दौर में बहुत कुछ खोकर भारत आना और यहाँ जीवन के हर क्षेत्र में उपलब्धियां हासिल करना ये सामान्य बात नहीं है। अभावों और संघर्षों से ऊपर उठकर कैसे ऊंचाइयों को हासिल किया जा सकता है, उनका जीवन ये सीख भावी पीढ़ी को देता रहेगा।
Tomorrow, Dr. Singh's final journey will begin from the Congress headquarters in New Delhi at 9:30 a.m., with the cortege making its way to the cremation ground. Meanwhile, 7 days of state mourning will be observed throughout the country from December 26 to January 1st, 2025. Bureau Report, DD News.
15-year-old Kisen Wanyang from Maulangwir village, southwest Khasi Hills, was awarded the Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar in New Delhi on Thursday. President Draupadi Murmu presented the award to Kisen and 16 other children for their exceptional achievements. Kisen was recognized for his bravery in rescuing 4 children, aged 9 to 12, from the Mauit Ksar River during heavy rains. The son of a single mother, Kisen acted swiftly after hearing the children's cries for help while washing clothes by the river.
Jelau Arab ini mereka buat ngalah juntai ngajong buat ngaj Arab bersih jauh dinwe buat kita yang tahu ting semua benak boleh yang kesem buat semua tahu distrik buat presiden buat prime minister.
Chairman of the Grand Council of Chiefs, John F. Kharshiyeng, urged the Meghalaya government to implement a stable economic policy to attract private investors. He emphasized the importance of continuity even with changes in government and suggested the creation of a land bank to address unemployment and boost industries. Kharshiyeng also highlighted the need to align the Meghalaya Economic Development Council with the Invest Meghalaya Authority to address concerns over land tenure.
We need to have people who will think long term and think of how to provide jobs, right? Now, if you want somebody to come and invest here, you have to make it look attractive, right? So we've set up IT parks. But that level, then there's, like I said just now, there's 1,51,000 who have applied for constable's post. We have no idea whether, whether their employability of what level, right? So these are the things which are facing us. And I feel that, if the Economic Development Council can be activated to review this, to discuss the investment plans, it will be a great help.
Social activist Angela Rangat on Thursday filed an FIR against one Akash Sagar for criminally trespassing the Church of Epiphany in the East Khasi Hills district's Maulanong and desecrating its religious sanctity by shouting non-Christian slogans and mockingly singing non-Christian songs at the altar. In the FIR filed at Lightumkra police station, Rangat pointed out that she came across videos on Facebook and Instagram by Sagar, where he is seen desecrating the religious sanctity of the church in a planned manner.
We've come to file an FIR because just day before yesterday, I came across one video, a reel, made by one person in Maulanong. And it is a very disturbing reel. It shows this person, I think he's a tourist. He's walking into the Church of Epiphany in Maulanong. He films himself walking in. He films himself inside the church, walking to the altar area, taking the microphone and then shouting Jai Shri Ram. And also starting to sing all sorts of Hindu religious songs. And this was a premeditated criminal act.
The Central Puja Committee CPC Meghalaya condemned a social media incident where an individual Akash Sagar disrespected the sanctity of a church in Maulanong. CPC President Naba Bhattacharjee called for a swift investigation and strict action by the district administration to uphold the state's tradition of religious harmony. He emphasized the importance of maintaining a peace among diverse faiths in the state.
Incident. It is isolated, but in my 63 years of life, I think to me it is the first where we have seen, and this should be nipped in the bud. That's why you see, the moment I heard this, I talked to my colleagues and everyone unanimously said that this should be condemned and it should be nipped in the bud. We cannot allow this. You see, we have the SAF, which all of us form together, Shillong All Faith Forum. We meet, we interact, and we see how to take this forward, and not only on religious lines. You see, drugs is a menace here. During the COVID times, you all know how we worked hand in hand. So we have a system here, and this is possible because of the indigenous majority tribal community.
The Congress party in Meghalaya has denied a ticket to Osborne Kharjana for the upcoming MDC elections. Kharjana, president of the Eastern West Khasi Hills Congress, expressed disappointment after his name was replaced with that of Nathaniel Ramai, alleging that the ticket was auctioned by party leaders. Kharjana accused MPCC chief Vincent H. Pala and Antonio War of selling out the party's integrity.
Kalai tarik, hadu ke kad tarik ru mdan ba apply tiket ang ni. Apply ta mga marwe but kata kalong ba naka block ru ngila recommend ya kerteng jonga ban yang kum u candidate nakanta ka RPR nong spung soyong constituency. Hadin kata ka JIU ngangam tipsu lapa ya kata ka submit ya kata ka recommendation syaga district congress committee te hadin kata ka jia kolong ba nangte na district congress committee bar ke MPC ka bapau kolong ba hadu ka khat khnai tarik ngingi nang perkhat bangin yo ya ka parti tiket na kongres henre ya ka khat khnai tarik kami iman ka kerteng jong iba Nathaniel Remai kene ka pensyok wat ya ka blok hi blok away na markat kum ka jingkran jong ba pala ki ong ba ka tiket ka chong ba ka blok kat ba dah po ba mi kerteng kami ba la ban chu thiet nang te na po MPC ru.
Mahathi MLA Charles Marngar laid the foundation stone for a 4.5-kilometer road in Klee Umtrao. Funded under the state road scheme, the project worth rupees 4 crores aims to improve connectivity in the region. This marks a historic development for Klee Umtrao, which has lacked proper roads for 58 years. Marngar reaffirmed his commitment to ongoing development in his constituency.
Banga ngala join bakasoka. Ngala join syake NPP. Iwan gijingkuku hapo ke konstitusi. Natrai la dan damsa akalian pusha. Ngampat dia ijing mentai. Nasukumen menyetu UP para idon pun disurap dibangi ngala dia. Usurap untrai ubah ki power posnem ia efektif mentau pada Januari ngale prino la depsengro usuro na po ukra ubang padan ba po sini mano bami sesuatu mau instan prino lai kilometer stek.
Meghalaya is set to host the National Games in February-March 2027. The state government has confirmed that the majority of sports infrastructure projects will be completed by 2025-2026. Meghalaya State Olympic Association Working President John F. Kharshieng stated that the state is on track to meet the deadline with 36 disciplines planned for the event.
Has informed, we have together taken a call. The government is the most important part in this. So the government has taken a call to communicate to the Indian Olympic Association that they are ready to host the national games in early, I think February, March of 2027. And communication to that effect has recently been submitted also to the Honorable Union Sports Minister by our Shakler Wajri, Honorable Minister of Sports.
And now for the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. Minimum temperature recorded today is 14 degrees Celsius, while maximum temperature recorded today is 22 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity is 59%, and forecast in Tura, dry weather is likely to occur at most places. Moving on to Shillong. Minimum temperature was recorded at 6.4 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature 19 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity is 56%, and the forecast in Shillong is dry weather is likely to occur at most places. Meanwhile, in July, 9 degrees Celsius of minimum temperature was recorded and maximum temperature was recorded at 16 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 56%, and its forecast is dry weather is likely at most places. Before winding up this news bulletin, here's a short recap. Former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh passes away at 92. Final journey will commence from Congress headquarters in New Delhi to the cremation ground at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. President Draupadi Murmu presents Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar to Meghalaya's Kisan Wanyang. FIR filed against one social media user, Akash Sagar, for disturbing religious peace at Maulanong Church in Meghalaya. And that's all we have for you today in this news bulletin. Thanks for tuning in with us. Good night.